unfair, and now it's just a mystery. Have you forgotten me, or all the poor choices that you stand for? You seem sleep so comfortably, and I find it so hard. I knew you would get the short
I'm Gio with TPForce, and I'm here in Mesa, Arizona with the band Baseline. They just came off a win of Battle of the Bands, and now they're playing So What Festival in Texas. So if each of you could just say your name, what you do in the band, and how old you are.
My name is Michael. I am 17. I play guitar, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm Jacob. I'm 18 and I play drums.
I'm Michael as well. I'm 18 and I sing.
I'm Gianni. I'm 19 and I play guitar.
I'm Sean. I'm 17. I play the bass.
So just tell me a little bit about how this band came to be, just how all five of you ended up here at the perfect moment to win so much.
It's a long story.
I guess, I mean,
Doesn't it date back?
it goes back to 8th grade when I met Sean. We were both in biology together. And we just kind of became best friends. We didn't really do music stuff together till probably 9th grade when he bought a bass. Because I was really into the music stuff my whole life. And so he bought a bass and started playing with me. And shortly after, we started meeting up with this other drummer named Gage. And it was just us three until Slack came in. And we went to 7th grade with Slack, but I had never really known him or liked him that much. He was just kind of he was just one of those people. And then once he joined the band, it was me, Sean, Gage, and Slack, and that was what we were for almost a year until Gianni joined last May. And because I was at the time I played guitar and sang, and then once Gianni joined, he took the guitar from me, and I just started singing, and that was it.
It took us a long time to find Gianni. We
Yeah.
actually just kind of gave up. We wasted a lot of time looking for a front man, and it wasn't a waste of time. I guess that's the wrong way to put it. It's just we spent so much time trying to find one. We could have been doing other things like we did. We eventually settled on a 4-piece, but then Gianni was like, "Hey, I
was playing in a different local band at the time, and I played a show with Baseline as a 4-piece, and Michael came up to me. He's like, "If you're ever not happy in this band, let me know." And 2 weeks later, I was like, "Yo, you got that spot still?"
That made me sound really, really awful. We didn't steal him.
We didn't steal him.
We didn't steal him.
He was he just kind of the whole time he just kind of fit with us, and it was just one of those things where you're like you being in that band is it's wrong.
It was like a secret crush.
Yeah, it was.
You couldn't tell
that's
each
what it
other
was.
that you liked each other, but it was there.
Yeah, and then in last December, our drummer Gage left, and so we picked up this handsome stud. His name's Jacob.
You already said that.
I know, but I like to remind people, what's wrong with that?
So how long have each of you individually been playing your instruments?
I've been playing since I was 9. I've been playing guitar since I was 9. I played other instruments beforehand, but I never took it seriously. And so I got my first guitar when I was 9, and then I kind of just stopped. And I was like, oh, I want to play football. I want to play tackle football. That's my thing. I was like, I want to play tackle football. Screw music. And then when I was 13, I got really bored, and I was like, why did I stop playing guitar? I picked it back up, and I regained a lot of my skills, and so now that's led me to where I am now. So, yeah.
I've been playing my whole life. My dad, before I was born, he was already playing in punk bands, so he actually owned a recording studio at the time. That's what he was doing for a living. And when I was a baby, he basically just set me in a room full of instruments, and I just crawled over to the drums, and that's what's stuck with me ever since. But I didn't start taking lessons until I was 8, so I've been seriously playing for 10 years, but I'm mostly self-taught still. So yeah.
I actually I started off as a drummer way back in 2nd grade, and I kind of didn't really like it that much. I mean, it was super cool, but I wanted to play guitar, and all my family always gave me crap girls like the drummer, dude. But I wanted to play guitar, and so I did that until we didn't have a singer for 6 to 9 months. We were just kind of wasting time because we didn't have anyone to sing, and I had already been writing all the lyrics to the songs, and I'd been writing the melodies and stuff, and so we just kind of one day we all agreed, we're like, whatever, you'll do it. And at first it was I was really bad. I was quiet and I had no confidence in it or anything, but yeah, you just you learn, and so that's what I did. And so I stopped playing guitar, and now all I do is sing, and it's my place for sure.
I started off as a drummer too in like 3rd grade, and that's how I met Michael. Is I played drums at like a music camp, and we always played in separate bands, and it was kind of funny. And we never talked to each other for like the entire 5 years that we probably did it in the same year. We were just friends on Facebook, and then I messaged him one day and talked about his band. But then, like, getting over to guitar, like, freshman year, there was an acoustic just sitting around in, like, my parents' office. And I picked it up, and I learned how to play one Green Day song, and I probably knew how to play that for, like, 2 years, I want to say. And then my junior year, I got, like, I just wanted to buckle down. I was like, I want to start taking lessons, and that was, like, 2.5 years ago. So I've only been seriously playing since then, and just... I basically learned from playing other people's songs, and the guitarist in Capsize gives me lessons. He's a cool guy.
I didn't start playing bass until Michael taught me how to play Dirty Little Secret sophomore year, which was 2 years ago. And then I learned a few things on my own, but other than that, Michael just tells me how to play everything, so yeah.
So why pop punk?
Oh,
I mean, you know what? Like, we do all like different things. Like, we like some hardcore, and I like some pop music too. It's just like Slack's really into rap too. So Sean, but I don't think, are any of your favorite bands pop punk bands? Are any of yours? I don't know how we got here. But
I don't know. It's just how it was from the beginning.
Yeah.
When I joined the band, they were just, I don't know. I guess
cool.
just playing.
we never really sat down and like determined.
It was never
We
a
just kinda
set
did
thing.
it.
It was just fell into that.
We just
I
wrote
guess.
what we felt.
Before I was even in the band, I actually didn't even want to join. Like I was really dead set on metalcore for a long time. It's just I've kind of just fallen out of it since then. Like also because of my dad playing in punk music, like his whole for just a really long time, punk is just something that's in my blood. And I was like, you know what, I really think this is what I'm meant to play. So that's like what finally got me to join. Actually, I really enjoy it a lot better than what I've been playing. So yeah.
So how do you guys basically run your writing process and your practices?
We all get together.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the first part.
Step one,
We
show
drive
up.
here. We drive here.
Show up. Usually everyone's late.
At least
Yeah.
15
Not today though. Not today. 'Cause
Today
we
we
had
were on
this.
time.
We had you guys were coming, and we were like, we're gonna be on time. We're not gonna be stupid. And so
But yeah, no, we get together and then usually we just start off with a guitar riff. A cool guitar riff that we like, usually Slack or they always come up with it. What am I talking about? I don't do anything. They both come up with a guitar riff, one of them does, and we're like, alright, that's cool. So then we try and just kind of form it into some more music stuff. We add drums is the next part. And
Yeah, usually Slack or I, when we come up with a riff, we kind of, like, I have a drumming background. Slack has messed around with enough, like, demoing software that he can kind of, like, formulate ideas. And it's really nice. We kind of already have the picture in it in our head, and we usually start out with just the beginning of a song or maybe a chorus part. And then from there, it's kind of like, okay, what does everyone think of this, and how we can build off of it into something bigger.
yeah, it's a. Most bands say this. It's just you have one idea, and then you just build a framework around it, and then in the studio, then you polish it up and you add. That's where production comes in. But it's not complicated. We don't do hard drugs and sit there like this is
I guess
some
our,
bands do that. But
our secret weapon is we keep our our practice space really dark, and we have candles and cool lights, and it just like creates a nice comfortable atmosphere, and we all just
yeah, we did that last summer when we were
Yeah,
writing the
it's
first
the-
EP.
yeah,
We
get
wanted
some juices
to
flowing.
dim light promotes creativity. It's just like a scientific thing. I don't
Slack
know.
read that.
I found it
somewhere.
out and I
So
was
we were
like, let's do it.
dedicated. We were like, all right, we're gonna do it today.
Yeah.
Today we went and spent like $22 on new candles.
Yeah, we did. We did. That was.
Because we're starting to write again. So we're
Don't know
really-
if that was a
And then
good
Slack
idea.
kicked one
Yeah.
over,
Yeah, and then
so-
Slack kicked one over.
I kicked a candle. Yeah, I kicked a candle. Yeah.
So Michael, you teach Sean how to play. So how does that also fit in? How does that make the writing process more unique?
I guess I really don't teach him that much anymore, honestly. I mean, at first I kind of taught him a few covers, and I taught him how to like read tabs and kind of do it on his own, and he kind of grew from there. And then now, like, we all kind of, if we want to write, if we write a different bass part, we'll sometimes teach it to Sean. Sometimes he writes his own. We all kind of. That's what I like about our bass parts actually, is that they're all kind of. Some parts are from one person, some parts are from another.
Yeah.
Whereas I write all the lyrics, and most of what Slack plays he writes. So, but the bass is everybody, which is cool.
So what would you guys credit, like, most of your progress to at this point? Who has been there for you this entire process? David.
We've had a lot of.
Well, I mean, our
good
parents.
support.
Our
Yeah, no,
parents
our
have always
parents-
been there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bottom line, like first
They've
person
always
parents,
been like they've never like handed things to us. Like they've never been like, oh, here's all this nice stuff and all this money. Do this. It's like it was more. They've just always, if we wanted to do something, they would let us do it. They'd give us the space and let us.
They've
you
also
know,
never
do
told
our
us
thing.
no. Like, I mean, like we were like 16, 17. We were still pretty young, and we're like trying to do all this crazy stuff. And even now, when we're 17, 18, we still live at home. We're still in high school. We're like, hey, let's drive to Salt Lake City. Let's drive to Texas by ourselves. And for some parents, that's like, oh my gosh, you're going to Texas by yourself. You're driving there with a trailer full of stuff. You're gonna go to Salt Lake City in the snow and drive by yourselves. And like for some parents, that's like, no. But like we all have parents who are like, every single plan. Which when we first like tell our parents about it, a plan, they're like, it's always like
So
far
many
fetched.
questions.
It's like wait, you guys are actually like ready to do that? But then they always just take a step back and they're like, all right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And so that's what really has been good for us, is that our parents help us with our goal setting, whereas they're not like telling us like, I don't think you're ready for that. They say, all right, like how can we help?
My dad, especially, like for me, he always. I'm basically living like his dream, so he just thinks it's awesome. Like honestly, I've seen him tear up, like about this, and it like that makes me feel so good about myself. And he's just super supportive about my drumming. He films and records like my YouTube drum covers and stuff, and he just loves it. He thinks it's so awesome, like getting to go to all the shows, because it really reminds him of like back in the day when he was playing in bands. So yeah, he's just always been there 100% of the way.
I guess though, besides our parents, other bands here in the local scene,
Yeah.
like there is like an
Everybody's-
endless amount of people who can give you advice.
Everybody's
And-
got each other's backs.
Yeah, and if we see something working for one band, we're like, hey, how did you do that? How did you make that work? Because I mean, you learn when you're doing this. Some stuff no one cares about, and some stuff people do care about. And everyone's been super helpful guiding us. We're normally, a lot of times, we're the youngest band on the bill, and so we get advice from everybody, and that's really pushed us along further and faster than we thought we'd go.
Now, who would you say is your biggest inspiration and the reason why you do what you do?
Oh man. Do we have you want an
Individually
answer?
or
Do
as
we
a
have a
band?
collective answer? I don't know. We all have our own little inspirations and influences. I mean, I guess just I think maybe not a specific person. I think I can speak for all of us on this. Is going to shows and seeing like what they're doing and seeing the reaction. I think we all can agree on that. Just
Yeah.
the reaction
Yeah,
of the crowd
for sure.
and just the feeling in the moment. That for me especially, it's just really
Being a part of something.
being a part of something bigger.